Violence took to the streets in Allegheny County with 3 shootings in a 24-hour period spanning across Spring Hill, Stowe Township, and the Hill District. In Pittsburgh, city leaders are calling for change as they look for ways to stop the violence. In response to the violence the city is seeing, one local organization is trying to promote peace through art. On Friday, the Moving Lives of Kids Foundation will create another massive work in Oakland. And joining us now live via Zoom is Kyle Holbrook, the artist behind the project. Kyle, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Megan, for having me on.
What was the inspiration for this upcoming mural?
Well, unfortunately, inspiration is not a positive one. It's the gun violence in our city is continuing to go up and continuing to rise. I grew up here, grew up in Wilkinsburg, and I lost so many friends growing up, and 45 friends. The first friend I lost when I was 14. I lost my daughter's goddad, and so many friends. And what happens is, especially how we're inundated today with all kind of information, I think people become desensitized. Certainly families that go through it, there's a mourning period, and then they want to try and find ways to, take their mind off.
This latest work. I was going to say your latest work is right at the corner of, is it John Kerr and South Bouquet Streets in Oakland. I was curious as to why you chose that specific spot.
Well, Oakland is, probably the most population dense area in our city. And it's at such a busy intersection. And, also because the popularity of street art, Megan, I mean, people are always getting selfies, and, the young people really get on social media and get selfies, and that way further spreading the message. And so the thought is to have it around young people. Many are from Pittsburgh, but some will be from outside of the city, and that way the message to stop gun violence will get spread further.
You've painted murals for 2 decades now. How has your message through art changed over the years?
Well, I mean, some of the messages are still the same. I did my first Stop Gun Violence mural in Wilkinsburg in 2001. That mural was torn down, although the message is just as relevant then as it is now. It may be even more relevant now. There's certainly an uptick since quarantine. I don't know if it's because there's more guns. It seems as though the victims and the perpetrators are both ruining their lives and their futures. But they're becoming younger and younger, and these are young lives lost, many young Black lives lost, and people of color. And I wanted to show that this isn't just for one community. I'm doing this now all around the country because what I see in all 50 states, I've done 39 so far, but I'm gonna do these Stop Gun Violence murals sponsored by MLK Mural in all 50 states, so that everyone can understand this is an American issue. Here in Pittsburgh, this is for all of Pittsburgh. It's not just certain communities, because these are young people losing their lives.
Well, Kyle, thank you for what you do, and thank you for your time tonight telling us about the Moving Lives of Kids mural project. We appreciate your time.
Well, thank you, Megan, and thank you for covering it to get the message out. I appreciate it.